That's always my favorite. Mind ascension! Peace, peace, peace! To the divine black family, 6 to 22 strands, 7 to 9 ether, M.A.N, selenium-based black gods of this planet. I'm here with the young god Orion again. All right, and he popped up on me, and as usual, we got to take advantage of these opportunities to talk to each other, build with each other, spread knowledge, activate the brain, activate the different axes of the mind and the 22 strand helix, the 76 trillion years of history that's in your blood, so we can know what the hell we are and what the hell we doing here.
In fact, I watched your last two videos on what makes you black and the finding your mate.
Attracting your mate.
Yeah, it was very informational. It was kind of put myself in awe. I was like, wow, do I do those things? I was like, does she do those things?
Now see, I'm glad you said that, because this would be a great topic for the video. I was thinking earlier today that I don't really do videos specifically on masculinity or men. And something you just said right then and there, where you stopped and you thought to yourself, you said, Dad, do I do that? Now, one thing about the masculine energy, if you are truly a man and truly within your masculine energy, is accountability. Because men, real men, we always hold ourselves accountable. We always go, damn, you know what? I ain't gonna front. I do that. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I am guilty of that. I'm not saying women don't do that or can't do that, but majority of women are not big on holding themselves accountable. That's just a fact. They're just not big on that. If you talk to a woman about something, immediately she'll go, well, I don't do that, or I don't know people that do that. She makes everything personal. She doesn't look at it at a broad spectrum of a general aspect of the masses and it's like me talking to a woman and she's talking about how men do this and men do that. And my first response is, well, I don't do that. I already know I'm an extreme exception. Well, I know that. So if you tell me today how men are this and men are that, I'm going to agree with you, because I know that the majority of men have been reversed within their nature. Yeah. The majority of men do not understand their roles. The majority of men are not within their function anymore. So I'm going to agree with you. I'm not going to say
they've been misplaced as to what they should be and what they should do in life or in a relationship.
So my point is, when you bring up something that might lead to the potential of holding myself accountable, I'm not going to jump out the way and try to find a way to avoid it.
Like, well, I don't.
Yeah, like, that's a feminine trait. Now, ladies, this doesn't mean anything is bad or good. This just means acknowledge what you are. Acknowledge what you are. And men, acknowledge what she is. Therefore, you can compliment her and understand that you take the responsibility, but you allow her to know what she's doing and what she is.
And also on the fact that you're like, okay, people, are you the compliment of what you're asking for?
Ooh. Thank you.
Are you the
This is why it's about activating the young brothers, because it's a spark. Are you the compliment
of what you're asking
for?
You can't ask for somebody who makes $1 million. You still work at McDonald's. It's like,
isn't it funny how broke people always want to tell you how to make money?
Yeah.
You ever notice that? Broke people always want to tell you what you should do with your business.
I hate that.
Y'all ever notice that? Single people who ain't got no relationship want to tell you what to do with yours. Go on, brother.
Now business-wise, that's a different story. You can take bits and pieces of business from everybody, because that's what business is about. It's about listening to. But in a relationship, if you don't have what I have, how are you going to tell me what to do in my relationship? If you've never had an honest relationship and you're like, well, this, that's based off of your knowledge of a non-honest relationship. Whereas, my girlfriend always does this and I'm in a non-honest relationship, it's like, I can't say that. I don't experience that. So you're like, oh, all women are this because you had that one relationship. And it's like, oh, well, that's how you think all women are because of that relationship. I'm like, well, all women are this because I've had that relationship. So, excuse me. Sorry.
Now, see, in my opinion, once again, that's the feminine mind. When you hear men trying to place all women in this like one category, when you hear me speak, if you notice, I always specify the feminine energy. I don't say all women, all
the
this.
feminine energy can be possessed by anybody, basically.
Yes.
It shouldn't be possessed by anybody, but it can be possessed by anybody.
Well, we possess both anyway, but the correct balance is not 50-50. The correct balance is 80-20 to 70-30. That's the difference. We both possess the left and the right brain, but you have more access over your left brain than you have over your right brain.
Yeah.
She has more access over her right brain than she has over her left brain. So you have feminine in you, which, by the way, fellas, the 20% to 30% of feminine energy that exists within you is
20 to 80.
Huh?
80 to 20. You said
No, I was saying 20 to 30 as in one side.
Oh.
Yeah, because, the other side would be 70 to 80.
All right.
But that 20 to 30, which is the range, which is the balance range, once you get over that, I'm not saying nothing, but some fellas are a little bit over that. That doesn't mean that they're homosexual, but that does mean that they are going to attract a mate who most likely is going to be a masculine woman. Now, my point is, fellas, your 20 to 30% of that feminine energy is exclusively for your woman, your children, your hygiene.
Your mother, your family.
Okay, yeah, your mother, your family. That's, it's in the same box. Your hygiene, your creativity, and your sense of projection of quality, which a woman would call fashion and all of this stuff, okay? Now notice, you're doing all of that, tapping into that 20 to 30, which is why sometimes you'll go a lot of times without doing a lot of that shit, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this is when the woman comes in place, if you have one, if you're lucky enough to have a woman or wife.
She unlocks that.
Yes. Babe, don't wear that shirt again. Please don't.
I'd be like,
babe,
you know what, really?
It's time for a haircut, babe. Go to the barbershop. You see what I'm saying? A woman will tap into her part.
Like a restaurant. It's like, we should have got our food like 20 minutes ago. You're right. Whoa.
Now we lead to another thing. Fellas, you surrender. Women, you submit. Oh boy, he done said that word. Oh shit. Submission is feminine. Surrender is masculine. What do I mean by that? Surrender is the willingness that comes after resistance. Because when I surrender to you, I'm giving up to your nature with my will after trying to avoid it to some extent. I'll give you a funny example to some extent. If you watch some TV shows with couples, white or black, whatever, the woman will keep nagging at something, for lack of a better word, or picking or poking at something subliminally, because the feminine is subliminal. The feminine is discreet. So she doesn't do things extremely direct. You see what I'm saying? She's stealth.
Yeah.
So she'll hint at things and see if you pick up on it. Now the man, depending on what you're hinting at, he'll pretend like he don't hear it, or you all right? You fine? Okay, all right, you fine enough. After a while, you're all right. What's wrong? All right, listen, I'll do that. Okay, let's move in. Okay, let's get married. Okay, let's have a kid. Okay, da. That's his surrender. He's surrendering to your nature and putting himself last. Submission is a giving, because submission doesn't take effort. Submission is what you are, and you give it to someone after they have proven themselves to you. You see? So it's not something you have to work for. But I want to make this video more focused on the masculine and what it is to be a man, M.A.N, masculine actions naturally, metaphysical alchemy, nature, morals above necessities. I want to make this video focused on the masculine energy, which is fire, electricity, the masculine energy, which is one directional, the masculine energy, which is a divine, multi-purpose instrument created by a woman to be utilized by her. Okay? I want to get into the fact that the masculine energy is order that puts chaos into alignment. Chaos comes first because through chaos comes creation. But once that creation is made, which is in all directions with no order, here comes the masculine to put it in alignment.
Yes.
The same way you see the planets that go into alignment in orbit. The same way you see certain things within nature start to create patterns. All right? Woman is the art. She expresses the feminine and creates a picture or creates a piece of art. What does man do? He duplicates that. he turns it into a template that all can use forever in one direction. And then he'll take something else and do the same thing in another direction. This is why a man, if you notice, he has to go, all right, boom, I'm going to pay this bill, da-da-da. Okay, that's done. All right, boom, I'm going to da-da-da, da-da-da, that's done. Look at your mama back in the day. She'd be on the phone, cooking, taking care of the kids. She'll throw a shoe across the room because she can feel that the kid is climbing the wall in the back. Don't even have to look at him. She's a multitasker. She could do everything at once in that one time.
And it'll get done.
Men can try to do that, but we don't do it effortlessly. These things I'm talking about in the feminine come effortlessly without her working hard to do it. All right? Now, I always end up, that's the beauty of the feminine. You can't escape it. You always got to talk about it. Because to talk about men, you got to talk about feminine. Going on.
There's no end, there's no end to talking about femininity.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what makes a man, and what makes a woman a woman? We went through what makes a woman.
But,
what makes a man a man? That's what we need to know. That's what we need to.
All right. Well, let's start.
Let's start with what we see, because with what we see is then we'll go into what's under.
Well, I like to see when you say what you see.
Layer.
When you say what you see, what you're really saying is surface. And you know mine ascension, y'all.
You gotta go beyond surface, but you gotta go.
I know, but I like to go the other way. I like to start from the source, then get to the surface.
All right.
So I'll put it to you like this. What is a king? And when y'all hear me type the word king, y'all notice I make it an acronym, and I do that on purpose because we have to redefine the words that we use to express our minds and the definitions of what we are describing. So the first letter in king is K. K stands for knowledge. The first thing any man or being or thinking being, which what man is, because if you look up the etymology of human is color and thinking being. So you are a color thinking being because man is a being. Now, man is consciousness. Now everything has consciousness, so now we have to specify that to make it male. Man is knowledge. In order to be a man, the very first thing you got to do is accumulate knowledge. You have to observe things for what they are analytically, because man is left brain, and you have to accumulate that information and data and come to a conclusion based on the second letter, which is I, and that is understanding or intelligence. Because after I accumulate this knowledge, after I accumulate all this information, I read books, I go to school, I listen to my mother, I talk to my father.
What do you do with it? Yeah.
Yes, I watch certain shows and TV, and I turn it into, every time as a man, every time you watch something, look at it like a scientist. Don't look at it in your emotions. Look at it as an equation. When you watch a situation, go, all right, well, this brother is dressed like this. This brother look like this. Okay, well, this brother mannerisms look like something else. I don't know, man. Well, this brother, analyze the situation. Don't just go, oh shit, and don't react in an emotional way. Now, after that knowledge is accumulated, which is the first step to making you a man. Now, before I even get to that, let's do each one specifically and put it all together in a nice big fat ball, because I also want to get into when you accumulate knowledge, what also makes a man, which I want to add on to the part or the branch of knowledge and consciousness, integrity. You cannot be a man without integrity. If you do not, and integrity is connected to accountability. These things connect with each other. If you do not have integrity for your flaws, for your faults, if you do not have integrity, and by the way, it's also connected to morals, because remember, man is morals above necessities. If you do not have integrity, morals, okay, honor, all right, you're not a man. Now, if you notice, they have a saying that says, honor amongst men, or men of honor. This is said in a very specific way for a specific reason, because the woman, I will not say can't, but she's not known to be honorable because she lives in moments. Honorable is something that doesn't change. I don't care how much I hate you. I don't care what you do to me. I'm still going to honor an agreement. I'm still going to honor a contract. I'm still going to honor something that I gave my word to. Because as a man, my word is my bond. And in order to create that bond of my word, I must have integrity connected to the word that I give. It's what makes me a man. So no matter how I feel about you, my feeling cannot dominate my honor and integrity. That's difficult for women because they're loyal. Man is honorable, woman is loyal. She'll have a best friend who's ugly as hell, fat as hell, stink. And let you say, damn, your friend's a little overweight. Shut the fuck up, she is beautiful. Da, 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 da. She'll get on your ass in a minute because she's loyal to who she loves and who she feels for. It don't got nothing to do with logic. I'm honorable for logic. I do something for you. You come back, you reciprocate. I go, oh shit, you's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Now somebody talks some shit, I'm like, yo, on some real shit, he's not here to defend himself, blah, 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 blah. I think you should say that to his face. You know what I'm saying? I got honor towards you, you know what I'm saying? Because you showed and proved something. Now, morals above necessity. A man will never choose his wants or his desires above his manhood and his morals. I don't give a damn how much money you offer me. There's certain things that I will never fucking do, and I'll die before I do that shit because that's what my manhood does. And we ain't gonna talk about those things that we know people are out there doing. Okay? Jesus. All right? If you notice, necessities fall into the feminine because women just need things. And not only do they need things, but they need constant change. I don't care, I've said this in another video, I don't care how much she likes a specific outfit. I don't care how much she loves a specific hairstyle. After a week, she don't want it no more. She needs a new one. I could love these pairs of shoes for my rest of my life. Exactly. And wear them every day and not feel nothing about it. And only change up when I get a woman. Because when I get a woman, she's like, listen, them shit stink. Please throw them out. Da, 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 da. And I'm going to what? Surrender to her nature. Okay? Now, let's go to, we did the, okay, that's knowledge. Understanding and intelligence. Man must always utilize his intelligence and go within himself to find a connection between what he's learned through his knowledge. When I accumulate numerous amount of information, I think to myself like, damn.
How could I use this? What could I do with it?
Not only that, you see, now you're going into the physical. I'm still dealing with inner in mind. I go, does this make sense? Then I go, how many different sources that are not connected can relate directly to this information in order to create a consistency that will lead me to a truthful foundation that I can now call fact. The 7 laws is based off that. Because I don't care what you do in all existence, you will always fall under gender, polarity, rhythm, vibration, mentalism, correspondence. You see? So, build an understanding for what you learn. Contemplate upon it. If you notice, not to give no big up to Europe or anything, but you ever saw that statue, the thinking man? Man contemplates upon the knowledge he receives. He doesn't judge it. He doesn't use emotion about it. He sits and he overanalyzes it in his head until he comes to a conclusion that's based off truth. Then he's able to teach it now because he's accumulated multiple sources and experiences that add up to a solid foundation that he can stand on and speak on. All right? Now, also I want to say this in relation to a relationship. Understand, ladies, your man is not your girlfriend. All right? He doesn't want to gossip. Half the time the shit you talk about, we don't give a shit about. I'm sorry. We love ya. We pretend we're like we're listening. But once you get past our 20% to our 30%, yeah, yeah. She's crazy. That's, yeah, oh, what? She don't know who you are. What?
One of my favorite words, one of my favorite things to say, that's tough.
That's tough. You see what I'm saying? Because ladies, stop getting mad at your man talking about you're not listening, you're not this. If he's making an effort, if he can listen to you for 20 to 30 minutes and then he might space out after that, give him a break and then come back and do it again. Because Man puts himself last. A real man understands that he puts himself last to a woman or a child. You don't put yourself last to another man. If this brother gets into a fight with another man, you better goddamn man up and knock that nigga out. Now, if another man jumps in, now I'm all for it and I gotta jump in because that's not balanced. But if a man puts his hands on this man, he must handle himself. Okay? He must handle himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you notice today, even though the feminine has become masculine, the feminine don't follow that code. Because if somebody puts their hand on a feminine's friend, all of them jump on them at the same time. You know why? Because that's the aggression combined with the emotion. They're not thinking in code. They're not thinking analytically. They're not thinking in logic. They're thinking, that's my friend. Ah! And then they just come running and react to you. Which leads me to the next one. Man responds. He doesn't react. It's a difference. Reaction is an immediate aspect dealing with your emotion within that moment. I see a woman. She's minding her business. I say, hello, beautiful. She doesn't say anything to me. I go, well, fuck you, bitch. What? she reacts immediately and she'll lose her fucking mind from hearing that one word. Now, understand that whether y'all realize it or not, that's a form of control. Because I know how to get you out of your nature by saying one goddamn word. That means I can control you. I can say something to you that'll take you out of your element and make you go fucking crazy. You see? Now, a man, let's say I'm chilling with a dude and be like, fuck you, faggot. I'm like,
okay.
All right. He's like, yeah, do so. Now, until the motherfucker touch me, until the motherfucker try to get in my direct space, I don't give a fuck what that dumb nigga say. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I already know that you and your feminine anyway, because you're trying to provoke me out of your own emotions, and your ass don't control me.
That's why your first response to anything should be to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It should be to laugh, or should it be like to look at it? Just laugh or look at it. Because when you're laughing, you're expelling the energy that you're just not, you're not trying to.
And you know that pisses people off even more too.
It's like you're like.
Yeah. It does. I've done it so many times. You think this is funny? You know, they just pisses them off. But I want to expand because the reason why man responds and doesn't react is because he's thinking. As soon as that guy calls me a faggot, the first thing in my mind is like,
is he gonna hit you?
No, not even that. First thing in my mind is like,
what?
First of all, you talking to me? Second of all, it's like, what makes you think I'm a faggot? I start getting logical. You know, I start getting, well, wait a second, bro. What would make you say that? I'm getting overly logical. Okay? Now, unless I'm already in an aggressive mode and I already don't like this man, which, by the way, what are we talking about? Emotions. And I already don't like this man, then we both gonna start fighting. But if I don't know you and I don't got no reason to not like you or have emotions against you, I'm gonna try to figure out why you're saying what you're saying, and I'm gonna try to figure out what the fuck is going on. Because I need to understand this in order before I make a decision. That's why man is your direction, ladies. That's why man is your compass. Because he will think before he acts. A real man. A real man. That's why man is the sword, shield, and compass. The sword is the defense. The shield is the protection. The compass is the direction. All right? Once again, multi-purpose instrument. Okay? What else is man? Now, K-I-N. Went through the K. The K is knowledge. The I is understanding intelligence. What's the N? Nobility or noble. You must be noble within your acts, within your actions. You must be noble within your energy. You must have pride and honor. You must carry yourself with a form of prowess that doesn't even have to be symbolized through your clothes, but just symbolized through your energy and presence when you walk in a room. You must be trustworthy. People must just already know. Some brothers already understand. It's like, let's say you go to the store, you know, Aki's behind the counter, Arab behind the counter, but there's something about you that they just know you're going to pay them back. So you'll go to buy some, oh shit, I forgot my money. I'll be right back. They'll be like, no, man, just take it. Go on, take it. Don't trust me. I know the type of dude you are. Because your energy, they know that you're a noble man. They know that you're an honest man full of integrity. Okay? And you take pride in that. And also, to be noble, you gotta have accountability, because you can't just do things and not say, well, damn, well, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares about me. Nah, that's a justification due to emotions. You go, well, damn, I ain't gonna lie. That was fucked up. That person didn't deserve that. Why did I even do that? You know what? I ain't gonna front. I was in my emotions at that time. You know what? Let me go back and apologize to so and so and so. That's accountability. Nobody had to force that man to do that. He does that on his own. Man holds himself accountable on his own. He doesn't need anybody to remind him or to tell him to be accountable. And a lot of times I hear people having to try to force a man to be accountable, or should I say male, force a male to be accountable. They're trying to enforce accountability in him. And it's hard work too, because he's still like, well, if you did, nigga, you a grown man. Well, on that day, nigga, you was a grown man, bro. Just say you was wrong, never do it again, and learn from your mistakes. Which leads me to another thing. True man learns from his mistakes, and he makes his mistakes one time only. Am I saying he makes one mistake? No, because mistakes is how we learn as men. What I'm saying is he doesn't repeat the same dumbass mistake, because he learned from it the first time. I went to jail in my life when I was young, probably about his age. All right. Guess what? No. I went to school after I got out of jail because I learned my goddamn lesson. You're not gonna tell me when to wash my ass. You're not gonna ain't no goddamn girls around. Oh shit. You know what? I'm done with this gangster thing. I'm gonna go read some books and I'm gonna go to a trade school. Man does not repeat the same mistakes. And please, brothers and ladies, don't confuse masculinity with aggression or machoism.
It is.
It's part of it, but
you'll never see a woman running into a burning building. You'll never see that.
Okay, well now see, you're talking about a form of will. That's not aggression.
But it's the one directional mindset, and the aggression that'll make you do something like that.
Because you gotta remember,
the woman's gonna be like, oh well, maybe I could go this way. Maybe the man's gonna be like, fuck it, we're gonna go in and we'll do what we have to do. What
you're referring to, and you're right, but I want to specify. It's always important that we define things specifically, especially today where they're trying to blur lines between every fucking thing in existence. What you're just talking about right now is a form of moral obligation that man feels. Because when he sees the burning building, he doesn't run into it because he's aggressive. He runs into it because immediately, as a man, he knows he's a tool, and he knows he puts himself last to check to see if there's women and children or anybody in there. You see what I'm saying? A woman might see that and call the police, you know what I mean? And call fire department, you know? But a man will go, oh shit, and he'll just react based on his will, based on his integrity, and based on the fact that he has a moral obligation. The same way, I'm talking about real men now, real men, the same way that if a man walks down the street and he sees something happening to a woman or something happening to an elder lady, he'll just run over there. He don't care what he has to do. He don't care where he's supposed to be. He'll just run over there automatically. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't have to go, how do I feel about this? Or I'm late for work. He doesn't do that. You see what I'm saying? Now, once again, I'm talking about real men. I'm talking about men with integrity, with morals, with honor, okay? Now, we went through knowledge, we went through nobility. The last thing is the G. The G stands for guidance. Once I've accumulated the knowledge, once I've come to a conclusion based on my intelligence and understanding, once I've built an establishment and energy of morality and nobility, guess what? Now I'm able to be a leader. Now I'm able to guide.
Dispense this knowledge.
Okay? Because you don't follow anyone who don't have no morals. You don't follow anyone who's not noble. You don't follow anyone who's not knowledgeable. And you don't follow anyone who doesn't have intelligence or understanding. Okay? And by the way, any part of the equation that's missing is just wrong. So I don't care if he got all three and he's missing one. You don't make the team. You see what I'm saying? So guidance. Now, when we talk about guidance, we have to understand that in order to be a leader, you have to put yourself last. Now, you know what I hear a lot, brother? From what I like to call conscious feminists. Oh, why men always have to lead? Well, women can lead, and why? Woman was here first, and why? Ladies, do you really think that you can put yourself dead last all the time? When it's your time of the month, when you are in a mood, when you are not having a good day, be honest with yourself. Are you putting yourself last when you get home? There's times when you get home, just go to your room, get out of my face. That's not putting yourself last. Just because you still have a roof over your children's head, just because you still have food in the house, when your child runs up to you and you had a fucked up day and you don't want to hear nobody's voice, and immediately you go, just go to your room. That's not putting yourself last, okay? So, the key ingredient to a leader is selflessness. I have to be able to give endlessly without needing anything in return. Which, by the way, leads me to another part where man needs nothing. Man needs nothing. Ladies, brothers, I know I keep saying ladies, I'm talking to my men right now. Men, think about what dominates you and what moves you and what rules you. And count how many of those there is. If there's more than one or two, I'll even stretch and say 3. You ain't gonna make your team, man. Because man needs nothing. Every day as a man, you should practice going without something. Every day as a man, you should practice having one thing left and giving it to somebody who's, I don't even want to say lesser than you, but somebody who needs more than you, whether it's a child, your girlfriend, your mother, whatever. Practice selflessness. When you're going somewhere and you wanted to be the first to get the product or whatever it is, I'm trying to think of something. It doesn't even have to be physical, it can be just time. Yeah, oh yes, time. By the way, brothers.
If you don't have money,
hold up. Time. Let me get in this one. Brothers, all right? If you don't got no time to give to your woman, don't have a woman, man. Don't have a woman. If you can't pick up the phone when she calls, if you can't put aside something in order to make time to spend with her,
you don't want it.
Get away from women, bro. Go your own way. Miguel, whatever the fuck y'all, I'm not even gonna get into that, but if you do not have the ability to sacrifice time for your polarity and your compliment, I don't know what the fuck you doing. I hear brothers go, oh my God, she's so needy. Oh my God, when I get home, she wants to talk to me. Duh! The fuck is wrong with y'all? Damn, man. You know.
She could talk to you, though. They said you had to say anything back. It's like, just like, oh, really? Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear men talk, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, no wonder our women is like.
She's doing too much.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Woman is expression. If your ass can't allow her to express herself to you, then what the fuck are you to her? You are her instrument.
If you don't have any money, the best thing you can give a woman is time.
Yes. Time and attention.
You don't have to buy her everything. It's just like, just listen. She's like,
time and attention. She needs attention. Don't call her clingy.
All the women that think, oh, you know, my man needs this, my man needs that. When they get a man who doesn't have any of that, and all he does is worry about you, they're like, oh wow, what was I thinking? That's the kind of thing that I like to see. When it's like, oh, you know, forget about it. All I need is your time. I'm like, yeah.
Which brings me to another point that the brother just said. I want to connect this. Control. Man is dominance. Get the fuck over it, ladies. Man is dominance. Okay? It's his nature to dominate shit. That is his nature. Get over it. If you don't want a man to dominate you, now whoa, dominance and abuse are completely different things.
Different things. If I'm like,
all right, let's clear that up.
Two different conversations.
When I speak of dominance, okay?
If I say, oh, hey, don't do something, it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's a different thing. If I slap you because you're doing it,
yeah, it's
like, whoa, calm down. I don't have, if I have to do something for you to have to listen to me, then you're not dominant. That's, I don't know what it is, but you're not dominant. If I can just say it, I don't have to hit, like, I don't have to hit a child or say something to a child. If I'm like,
it's your presence, it's your energy, it's your tone, it's your very nature.
Yeah.
Not only that, man proves his position before he has it. So that's another thing, brothers. A real man earns his position. Do not expect any woman to submit to you. Do not expect any woman to give you or reciprocate anything if you have not initiated improving yourself through actions and knowledge that you are worthy of the position of her possession. That's very serious.
You gotta break that down. That was a lot of words.
You earn your position. What do I mean? What I mean is
you gotta prove yourself. It's like being on a basketball team. If you're on a roster and you want more minutes, you can't just ask for more minutes. You get more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta play up to those more minutes. You gotta be able to earn those more.
You gotta work harder within the shorter time frames that you have. You gotta work harder within the shorter time frames.
If you're not willing to work, then you're not willing to have a relationship.
Then give up and don't play the game.
Yeah, life is a game. If you think about it in a game aspect, life is a game.
A lot of things today are games. A lot of things today are games, but. A man earns his position. A man never expects anything until he earns his position. So if you know that you do not drop everything you're doing to pick up her call, if you know that you have not provided her with solutions to certain problems that she had in the past, no matter how small or no matter how big, if you know that you have not put her first in many situations where you wanted something just as bad as her, but because she was in your presence, you put your want aside and allowed her to be first within what she desired or what she wanted. If you know all of this shit, don't expect no treatment of a fucking man. Don't expect it. And don't be mad at it. Now, also, I always got to add this in because it's very important. Woman reciprocates the earning of his position. Once a man has shown you this, reciprocate, man. That's one thing I noticed today. A lot of women will take, receive. Now, don't get me wrong. It's your nature to receive. Don't get it twisted, ladies. Don't ever feel bad about being selfish. Don't ever feel bad about wanting things. It's your nature. You're magnetic. What does a magnet do? It pulls things to itself. It's always in a constant need to find its polarity. So it does this. Only time that polarity is reversed does it do that.
Same is when they're the same.
It it can't even touch. You can force magnets together and they still won't touch. And as soon as you take away the slightest force, they blow and explode away from each other. This is a law. It's called polarity. It's a law. You can't escape it.
Yep.
You can't escape it. I deal in 7 laws, 4+ elements, and 3 keys. Anything else is bullshit. I don't give a fuck about a special diet. I don't give a fuck about modern society. I don't give a fuck about social standards. I deal in the laws. And what's in the laws is gender and polarity. So guess what? When I study the 7 laws and I study gender and polarity, I learn how to treat my polarity. And I learn what I'm supposed to be as a man. Now, we got a little bit off topic. What was I getting to when you... yes, I want to get them now. Here's the other part about control, ladies. You want to control me. You want to control me. Men feel like they got to control You're goddamn right. It's our nature. But let me say something. If you've listened to that man...
And he don't sign it, it don't make any sense.
If you listen to that man and the shit don't work... If you follow his instructions and you're still fucked up, by all means, don't listen to that man. But if I've given you instructions... If I've given you an equation, if I've given you a solution, you've attempted the solution, the equation, and the direction, and it has worked, shut the fuck up, pay me my respect, and now listen to me. Because I've earned that right, okay? Control. Now...
You did all the words.
Yeah, I know, but this is very important because the first excuse today that women use with not being with men and all this nonsense is being controlled and all that nonsense. Control. Understand this, ladies and brothers. To control something, do I have to be...
You have to know something about it.
Neglectful? Can I be neglectful to control you?
Yeah.
So I can not be around, not pay attention to you, not know what you're doing, and I can control you?
Not neglect.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I'm getting to a point.
I was thinking about abuse when you said neglect.
Oh no! We're not talking about abuse. We're in dominance right now. We're in dominance.
Neglect? No, you can't neglect.
You can't. How can I control you and not constantly be thinking about you? How can I control you and not be attentive to where you are and what you need? How can I control you and not provide the things that allow me to be able to do so? I can't control you if I ain't got no place to live. I can't control you if I'm not providing certain things for you that I go, babe, don't do this, do that. Because I gave it and provided to you. Control comes with attentiveness. If I don't give a fuck about you, I don't give a damn where you at. I don't give a damn where you work. I don't give a damn who you with. I call you up and go, yo, you free tonight? I got some Henny and a blunt, come over. Bang, bang, bang. And I don't talk to you for a week. Yeah, I don't control you. But if I control you, you're always on my mind.
I'm like, yeah, where are you?
Where are you? You all right? You okay?
You eat.
You good? All right. Well, I'm working right now. I picked up the phone because you called me. I tell you how many times with my polarity calls, I just stop and I go, what's up? You know why? Because I never know if it's that one phone call where she's in trouble. I never know. So I can't take that risk. If I care about her, I can't take that risk. So I know a lot of us have jobs and stuff that maybe we can't pick up the phone.
I'm like,
but
calm down.
A man has will. And where there's will,
there's a way.
There's a way. All right? So I don't give a fuck if I gotta go to the bathroom. I don't give a fuck if I gotta whatever the fuck, go behind the counter.
That's one thing about being on the phone network. It's like if I have to pick up a call, don't talk to me. I need to be on the phone. Because I'm not gonna pick up my phone all day and be like, hello. No, just pick up the phone, call, do what you gotta do.
Now,
another thing, if I have to leave work, I'm gonna leave work for who I have to leave work for. If I don't care about you, I'm not leaving work for you. My girlfriend's like, hey, I need this, I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
You can't control something you don't care about. Hello? Think about it. Don't you control your children? Don't you control what they eat? Don't you control when they sleep? Don't you control them to protect them? There's men and some women today, unfortunately, but there's men who live across the whole fucking planet and their child is in another country or a whole nother state. They don't control shit.
This conversation is deja vu. This is deja vu.
You see what I'm saying? And guess what? They don't care about controlling shit. Now, by all means, brothers, I know in this day and age, everything is against you. So I know there's a lot of circumstances that's not really your fault that has separated you from your family. So please, brothers, don't get me wrong. But what my main point is, you cannot control something without being attentive, without being concerned, without wanting to know and understand. A man that controls you and a man that is dominant over you, he doesn't have time to chase multiple women. A man that chases multiple women, he's trying to divide himself and he'll neglect you for a week because he's trying to show this woman he cares about her to get in her pants. Then once he gets in her pants, he stops caring about her because he already got it. Then he jumps back to you and now y'all dating again. And you're like, well, you ignored me for a whole month and blah, 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 blah. But a real man knows how to do it all because he's selfless. Any man that I also want to bring this up since we're talking about it because it's related. Cheating, okay? Ladies. Now, this is my ascension. This is my philosophy, all right? I'm not going to say that it's a fact or whatever the hell you want to make it. But ladies, cheating is neglecting of responsibility, not who he puts his penis in. Think about your grandfathers. Some of us had grandfathers who had 2 families. And guess what? They took care of both of them. They came home to both of them. Neither family was worried about where the next meal was going to come from because he didn't neglect one for the other. That's what a real man can do. And guess what, ladies? The grandmother knew about the other family. The grandmother knew about the other woman. But you know what her concern was? And I know some of y'all not elder, but I know some of y'all more mature ladies that's, a little bit upper than in age. Y'all know, listen, as long as you come home, as long as she ain't calling my house, as long as I don't got to hear about nothing in the street, whatever. Come home, pay these bills, be a father, that's fine. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying that stop focus on who he's fucking or if he's fucking somebody or this and that. Focus on, is he neglecting his responsibility to me as his woman? if I still pick up your call when you call, if I'm still attentive to what you need, if I'm still taking time off during the week or during any time you might need it to give you your date night or to give you your attention, please. Now, I'm not saying
to go and cheat.
I'm not saying, I hate that word cheat. You know why? Because cheat denotes something that's a game. And a relationship is not a game. It's a complementary existence. When you cheat on something, you cheat at basketball. You cheat on a test. You cheat in competition.
But who are you competing with if you're not?
But when I'm in a relationship, I'm not competing with you. So I'm not cheating on you. It's ridiculous.
You would have to be doing it too.
I'll give you another trick, ladies. And I know feminine energy personally who expressed this to me in my DMs. When you're open, you'll be like, listen, I know you're dealing with somebody, da-da-da-da. I really like you. I love spending time with you. You're a good man, da-da-da. I don't mind. Matter of fact, I would love to talk to her. I would love to befriend her. I guarantee you, yeah, that nigga will get rid of her, whatever the fuck. Now, depending on what kind of man he is, because he'll be scared at the fact that he has two responsibilities now. You see? And I'll put it to you like this. The side chick is always neglected.
Yes.
She's always neglected. She always gets the single rose after Valentine's Day. She really doesn't get a date night. She's neglected. But see, that's wrong. That's not right. That's not right. Any man that puts his flesh within another woman has a responsibility to her. So if you're treating her and neglecting her because this is your main chick, then you don't have the mindset and understanding of a true man, because polygamy lives within us as men naturally. Get over that shit, ladies. There's a reason why one man could repopulate the motherfucking earth by himself. There's a reason why. There's a reason why he dies and never loses his ability to procreate and ejaculate sperm. There's a reason why you have a set number of eggs, and after a certain amount of time, it stops. Nature did this. No man did that. There's a reason why there's more women than men on earth. There's a reason why during times of peace and balance, more women are born. And it's absolute historical fact that the matriarchal time of Africa or any ancient civilization, polygamy or polygyny was common. And not only that, it was about the women, not the men. Because the husband with 2 or 3 wives has to be basically a provider, a director of those 3 wives. He has to put himself last to their needs. Not only that, I don't want to make this about polygamy, but not only that, the women chose the wives. Y'all ain't studying, and I know y'all don't study, because when y'all think about polygamy, y'all think about swingers and shit. Like, you think the white people style. But you not studying shit, because it was the women who chose each other, and it was the women who built a bond between each other before they did with the husband. Because they built a sisterhood within each other that agreed upon utilizing the one husband. Because guess what? I'm a tool. I accept it. I am a tool. I'm here to be used. And if I'm not used, I ain't got no purpose. If I can't guide anybody, if I can't teach anybody, if I can't fight for nobody, if I can't lift, I'm useless. So if I'm not being used, what's my existence based on? This is why woman doesn't possess man. Because you can't say that's my man only for me per se. Because there's a child out there without a father. There's a woman out there without a husband that could need his direction, that could need his knowledge, that could need his protection. Not his dick, but all those other things. So stop equating sex into everything to make everything a negative aspect to justify you hoarding a good man in a society that has a microscopic number of them. And so many women and so many young boys need a good man just in the presence.
I don't need you to do nothing. All I need you to do is be there.
There's men who are demonized and who lost good relationships because a co-worker at their job needed their help and they helped her. Ladies, be honest. How many of y'all know women that have realized that their man took a co-worker to lunch or paid a co-worker's phone bill because she was short that month? or bought her groceries for her house because he knows working with her that her hours were cut. So he said, listen, you know, we friends at work, da 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 da. Listen, don't worry about it. You don't gotta pay me back. Here, I'm gonna take care of the phone bill. I'm gonna get you some groceries. I know times is hard, blah blah blah. When his woman hears that, he cheated. He's a cheater. Are you fucking stupid? He's a provider. That's his goddamn job. If he sees a woman in distress, no matter if it's his woman or not, he's a provider. He's supposed to come to her aid. How dare you? How dare you demonize any man for coming to the aid of any woman in existence? I don't care who she is. That's his job. He can't ignore a woman who needs something because he has a girlfriend. That's against his nature. Stop making men against their nature. Now.
That's another video. We should end this video.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to cut it off. But to summarize, man, M.A.N, masculine actions naturally, morals above necessity, metaphysics, alchemy, and nature, king, knowledge, understanding, noble guidance. Man is one directional. Man brings order. Man is dominance. Man is analytical. Man is logical. Oh, let me just touch this one thing. Ladies, when you hear the word logic, it ain't got shit to do with being smart. Let's get that out your head. Logic, to be honest with you, is just simple-minded. He's simple-minded. This is why sometimes he doesn't pick up on the fact that you might be angry or whatever. You know why? Because you said you're not mad.
It's like, well, oh.
So logically,
then you're not
his
mad.
dumbass, because he's simple-minded. A man is simple-minded. That's why a man don't need a lot, because he's simple. All right. Is there food? Is there food at home?
I need food, clothes.
Okay.
House.
Is there a roof?
Water.
All right.
That's it.
Water running? I'm good. Here goes the woman. Ew, that's your couch?
Oh, you need a different couch.
Oh my God, why it smell like that in here? This is where you live?
Like it works for me.
Listen, I got a roof, I got a bed, I got a toilet, I got a fridge. I'm good. Man is simple-minded. So ladies, when you hear me say that woman is not logical, don't ever think that means something about smart. It don't mean smart. It means that I recognize 1 + 1 = 2. Duh. It's simple-mindedness. Logic is
Another
what...
thing about men, okay.